Hello and welcome back to the second part of our video training to teach you how to get your foundation started for those of you that are thinking about launching a new business. My name is Benita Tyler and I am the president of TBS USA, Accounting and Tax Advisors, and we are committed to helping women in business by providing you with proven financial management strategies to help you achieve your profit goals, to minimize your tax liabilities, and to help you to create wealth through entrepreneurship. Now today I am going to be answering questions about the different types of business documents and why they are important to your business. I get this question a lot, especially in the for the startup companies that I consult with and the trainings that I do, and a lot of people always want to know, am I completing the right forms? What forms are required of me? So what I want to do over the next few slides is take a look at the most common business documents that are typical in most companies. Now, there are many documents that are used by businesses today, and if you're serious about your company and you want to go from hobby to a full-fledged business, then the first step that you'll want to do is to claim your business name. Now, the simplest way to get started is by completing what we call assumed name documents, and this applies whether this applies to your company if you're going to be a sole proprietor. That means there will be one owner in the business, and if you operate an unincorporated business. Now, for assumed names, you can check with your locality in the city that you live to find out what the procedures are and where to actually pick up those papers and have those completed. But it's usually one of the simplest ways to get a business name, other than what we're going to be talking about in the next slide here. Now, if there's going to be more than one owner and you decide to incorporate your business, then you'll need to have articles of incorporation. Now, in most states, and if not all, you can get these articles of incorporation, or at least the forms for the articles of incorporation, right online. You can check with your state website to see if those forms are available, or even contact them to see how you can get those forms to in order to complete them. Now, when you're setting up a corporation, you will need to complete these documents before you are recognized as a corporation. So if you complete assumed name papers, your assumed name papers cannot include incorporation or Inc. or corporation at the end of the name unless you have already completed the articles of incorporation and received a stamped copy back, which shows that your state is recognizing your business as a corporation. And this applies to you if you're going to operate a for-profit business, and it also applies for nonprofit corporations as well. And after you have completed your articles of incorporation, you received them, your stamped copies back, and they've been approved by the state, then you will need to complete what we call a tax identification number. After you've gotten your paperwork back, then you will need to contact the Internal Revenue Service if you're forming a company in the U.S. Then you'll need the name of your business as well as the names and contact information of the business officer for whom should receive any type of correspondence back from the IRS. Then a tax ID number can be applied for, and you can do this either by telephone, by giving them a call, or you can do it right online. The IRS is making it very convenient for you to do that if you have internet access, and you can do that right at www.irs.gov. And when you get to the IRS website, in the search box, you can type in employer identification number, or EIN number, and it will take you to the page where you can follow the procedures for applying for your tax ID. Now, most business owners will need a tax identification number, and I get that question of, should my company apply for a tax ID number, or is it okay for me to simply operate under a Social Security number? When you get to the IRS's website, there will be some information there that will break down exactly which companies should have tax ID numbers and when it is an actual requirement for your company to do so. So please check the website to get more information, or even visit our website under business resources to get more details about the tax identification number. Now, there's going to be a few instances of when a tax ID number are required, and some of those instances will include when you hire an employee, or when you want to open up a business bank account under your company's name. So those are two specific instances where you definitely will need to have a tax identification number. Now, another business document that is common in a lot of companies, particularly if you are going to be a retail establishment, if you will sell taxable items, then you're going to need to apply for a sales tax account. And again, most states have a website that make it very convenient for you to register for a sales tax license right online. You can check with your state to see if it has sales tax registration forms available online, or even if they can send those documents out to you to be completed and faxed back or mailed back to them. Now, other forms of documents that you may need in your company would include things like your financial reports, which are your balance sheet, your income statement, and then you may need your tax returns. Almost every company, if not every company, will at some point or another be required to prepare an income tax return. And insurance papers. Your insurance paperwork is going to be extremely important for you to manage and to keep up with. And then there's also some exceptions depending on what industry you are in, whether you're required to have a business license or even business certifications. So basically what you'll need to do is check with your locality and find out which one of these documents are applicable in your company, to your business, and make sure that you follow through with getting these items in your business records and staying compliant with keeping up with these documents. Now, to get additional resources on how to start your company or how to grow your company and to become more profitable in business, I invite you to connect with us on the web. And we are on Facebook under TBS USA Accounting and Tax Professionals. And I am on LinkedIn and Twitter. My LinkedIn and Twitter name is Benita Tyler. So I want to thank you all for joining me today for the second of the series in how to get a business started. And just to remind you that if you need additional business advice and tax tips, we are available on the web at www.tbsusa.com. Make it a prosperous day.